Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are talking about this little box. It's coming from the same company that made our gearbox, or we have our gearbox from its Kotouc Gearboxes. And they also have now a 4-wheel drive controller, which is in this box. The thing is, they made one, I think, for the Evo 8, 9 and 10. They also had already one of these, and so you can control the 4-wheel drive. It was very easy in the Evo, so you had a plug and play box which you then can just dial in and off you go. And it's the same with this. Now the first thing is this one. That's a plug and play version. I'm gonna show you where it's in the car. It's at the B pillar on the passenger side. If you're driving on the wrong side of the car, then it's on the driver's side, but it's on the right hand side. Some may call it the right side, some may call it the wrong side. It has a very nice GR logo in it, and as you can see, the logo from Kotouc. So this one's just plugging to the car, and then you have basically, you can, with this one right here, you can map it, and you can also change the three different maps via the standard switch, which is standard, track and sport. You don't need to do anything basically. You can just plug it in and off you go. It works with that as well, and we're also gonna test the first time we're gonna drive on the track. We're gonna test it just as it came out of the box, and then you can map it and change these 3 maps if you like to. But there's few other things you can do. You have a burnout mode. Some of you might wanna test this, or some of you might love this. A burnout mode, just saying. And you also get one of these. That's a little switch. It does sound very nice.
Nice.
And it has 8 different positions. You can see here the cutout. Yeah, exactly this one. But that's not a plug and play kit. You get 3 loose ends and some pins, so you have to dial that in yourself. And with that, you don't only have 3 different positions, but 8, which is very nice if you want to do some specialist setup for like rain or drying conditions, or very dry, or if you're driving on very different racetracks, like on the Nordschleife and then on normal GP tracks. So you can have it set up very, very different, and you can map all of these. But that's a plug and play version, and it also works without any programming at all. And installing takes like, I don't know, 2 minutes. One of the things I'm not quite sure if that's a good idea. It's just a plain box. It has some cuts on the top right here. I don't know if they connect to anything, and also on the bottom. I don't know if that's meant for zip ties. I don't know, but it doesn't have any brackets to put it in the car, or fix it in the car. We're gonna see if that's an issue or not, but yeah, it is what it is. And after that, we're gonna test it obviously on the racetrack. And yeah, so let's just hop right in the car, and I'm gonna show you where it's connected. So let me show you where this belongs. As promised, it's quite easy. It's just in here, this one right here. I already unplugged these 2. They are just plugged in from down below, and already loosened the 2 bolts. And this is how that's installed in the car. Now let me show you how I figured out I'm gonna install the new one. So what have I done? First of all, I loosened or took out these two bolts right here. And then I took this one, took this away, drilled two holes. These are just for dampening purposes. They are not, or the idea behind that's it, or the behind these are not that it's bonded like this. But I don't like install these without any dampening, so I just put these on, and now I'm gonna put these two together. I haven't even removed the foil that makes it sticky, because it's not for bonding it together, it's just a little dampening, because that's bolted directly to the car, and so these will vibrate a little bit, and with these maybe it helps, we'll see. But now I'm gonna install it back in, and this will take another 2 minutes, and yeah, let's go. So I ended up doing a little thing more, or a little bit more than I anticipated. It took me now 3 minutes, so let's have a look at it. So what I have done additionally, I don't know if you can see it very well, but behind here I just installed some rubber thingies, so the complete part, let me grab the other hand, can move a little bit, and it's secured with self-locking nuts. As you can see, here's the other part, so it doesn't get hurt or anything. And now just let it plug it in. Number 1 and number 2. So that's it. You could save a couple of minutes if you don't make a bracket, or if you don't reuse that bracket, or if you don't use these things, but in a couple of minutes that's installed. Now, after we've installed everything, let's have just a quick look at the software and what you can adjust, and what actually comes with the car, and what the software is actually. And have you seen how practical such a wing is? If you have things like these around, just hang it over the wing. That's why I got it. That's basically everything. In the top left corner you have the main map where you can set up everything, and yeah, basically you change how much the differential controller or the four-wheel drive controller will lock everything. So these are in it's a percentage of everything. Then you have some additional maps, left foot braking, which you can adjust, some compensation tables like steering angle, low speed, etc. And very important, there's normal and counter, because if you're drifting, or yeah, if it's on purpose or not, you're drifting, and then you need to have some different tables for steering. And down here, let me just show you here, you can set up the map. As you can see, you have 8 different maps. These are now they are empty because we don't use them, but there's sport, track, the sport. Let's just take a quick look at this one. Then you have track. As you can see, the numbers are changing, and also some different things are active or not. So these 3 maps work with the stock dial, which you can choose from. And obviously there's always, very important, the limp mode. Then you have the setup table where you can change some things. I don't want to go too much into the details. And also obviously the limp mode and when it comes to work. And here you have the actual live data. Currently you can see there's nothing going on because the car is not running, and you can always see what each wheel is doing. And if you go to, let's just take one of the other maps so you can see. Now it's loaded, and as you can see they are completely empty, so you can just start from scratch, or you can copy paste one of the other maps. For example, you can just take this one, the sport map, and then just adjust these and save it under map 1, 2, 3 to 8 as you wish. That's basically it, how you adjust everything. If you have any technical detail questions, best ask Neil from Kotouc himself. We were just on the phone for about half an hour and he explained everything to me because it's very new. There's not many details out now. On their homepage you can find the controller, but there's no technical sheets or anything available right now, but they will come in a couple of days, and they will also have it in stock. And I'm not quite sure about the price. He said something roughly 890 euros. I don't know if that's with or without VAT. Yeah, but it has a lot. The baseline here is you can adjust everything. You can even have a burnout mode. You can have launch control. You can set it up as you wish. So that's very cool. And we're gonna test the 3 standard maps, and if these are not as I like, we're gonna change them or then switch to the other 8. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Have a good one. Goodbye.